Oh.
Good jerky.
It's really good beef jerky. Alright, video number 4. Metroid 3 Super. Metroid 3 Super.
It's no good!
um,
I really want to get to Crocomire before this episode ends.
Crocomire?
That's his name. The guy who goes,
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, remember those spawn things I told you about? This is them. You'll be able to see more of them. There's tons of them here. Not like you're even asking about my day or anything, but it's fantastic.
How was your day, Noah?
No, it's too late now, mister.
It's too late now.
I hate it when you're like parents. Like if you're just, you can't be disappointed back at your parents unless they do something worse than what you just did.
Right.
You can only be like angry with them, like, why hate you too?
Alright.
Like, you can never be like, you suck, Mom. Like when they're disappointed with you, like, well, I guess you earned what you stole, and they're like, and you're just like, you're like,
Need a freaking toothpick. Hang on. Got beef jerky stuck in my tooth.
dude, you've been eating a ton of it.
I'm hungry, okay?
Dude, whatever.
Whatever. What is this?
1969. Bum.
Dude, you just slowed down time.
No.
It sounded like you did.
Oh yeah, the wave beam is like right here. I'm gonna already open the door for it. But I need the grappling beam technically. Well, really I don't. I just want to get it.
Okay, good. Got it. Okay.
I want you to see
I
Crocodile.
love this Swiss Army knife so much. Like, look, it's got the plain old knife, and then
A border knife.
it's got this thing, which is the same thing. Sorry.
Same thing.
And it's got
Cool.
this thing, which is kind of like a file, but it's also like a bottle opener.
Like, what if I was being sarcastic with you when you were like, it's got the same, oh, it's the same thing. You don't say.
And then on the other side, it's got this miniature pair of scissors. See? Look,
Cool.
little pair of scissors. And then it's got this thing, which is tweezers.
Ah, neat.
And then the other side, it's toothpick thing.
Alright, but remember that farming thing I told you about?
Yeah.
These things are kind of like it.
Really good for that.
Yeah. There's one right next to Ridley's thing, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, remember when I said... Oh, I need to go back up at some point, because I'm getting the Shine Spark right now. Not the Shine Spark, but the Speed Booster. When you jump up with it, it's called the Shine Spark.
It just looks so weird.
It's like, I'm late!
Ugh. Yuck.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
What is that?
Speed Booster.
You want that, right? We
Dude.
know. We've been doing it this whole time. Why is it reminding you? How fast does that make you now?
I just want you to see. It's like...
That is extremely fast.
yeah, it is.
That is extremely fast. Like this.
That's
game-
like Raditz from Dragon Ball Z Sagas after you beat the game. He's like, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
like freaking like the game is like
Alright, now I can just go over here and...
any points of the game that involve a prolonged general run in one direction. Piece of cake.
We're
now.
set.
Any
It's
part
so
of the-
good.
Yeah, any part of the game that requires you to run in one direction for a long amount of time.
Thing is, some of these upgrades don't help in certain situations. Like, if I need to make a small jump, the high jump makes it really hard.
Yeah,
Because my max jump is like...
Yeah, or
'Cause-
your minimal jump is like really
way too high.
Yeah.
There's one that I need to literally turn off the high jump for.
In a minute, when you decide not to be in it more, come back. in a minute. Aw, poor Will Smith. He didn't know it was a joke. How mean.
Oh, poor Will Smith. You played the Batman theme?
No, I don't know if that's what it was. You just like randomly did it. And then it's like, we'll be right back with big news. Dun dun dun. Shark steam mop kills over 99% of disease-causing Germans using Justin Bieber. Dyke Ike is like the coolest YouTube poop maker because he just does like the most random stuff.
Alright, remember how earlier...
Also, Emperor Lemon, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, like...
And Hurrio Coaster.
Alright, okay.
Go ahead.
Remember how...
Do that again, do that again. Oh, okay. Do you have to go back in there?
In there? Where I just was?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Dude, you gotta do that run thing again.
I don't have to.
Totally! Cause he's like... Oh, when me and Gavin... Okay, me and Gavin were playing Atari Anthology on the PS2 when I went to his house. And there's this game that's kind of like Tron, you know, you got the lines and you know... But freaking, you can set it to where it's the speed gradually increases as the game continues. It gets so freaking ridiculous. He goes like for a while, then it goes.
By the way, I got the ISIL beam.
There's freaking like, it was freaking. We both like burst out laughing because it is so ridiculous and how fast it just happens. You just realize like, holy crap, the game. It was so funny. Like I'll have to show you that later.
All right.
Also, just combat is really fun.
Oh yeah, watch this. I can freeze these guys mid thing.
And they're stuck for a little bit. Can you like kill people with the ice beam?
It takes
Keep shooting them.
Yeah, like if you have the plasma beam, the most damage you can do is freeze them with one hit, and then you kill them with the second hit.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Do they only go up to the like see how you're? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't at the maximum height that was required for that, so I had to use him.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's like orange stuff. Whoa, whoa. Oh.
Alright, now I just got a bomb.
Just
here.
underwhelming fall.
Alright.
Screw those doors. He just went all above them.
Oh yeah, if the X-ray specs are in this game, I'm going to show you. I'm going to learn you how to play X-ray specs. Oh yeah, now I need to go find the
Dude, the X-ray vision was really cool in the first Metroid Prime. Because if you turn them on, you can see Samus's hand inside of her gun.
I know.
And it's like whenever she switches weapons, she like types on a little pad, and then like it changes to the ice beam or whatever. It's so cool looking. It's just like there's like a little like number pad inside of her cannon.
I need to find Crocomeyer, because if I find him, then I'll be on the right track towards the wave. Not the wave beam, the grapple beam.
Right.
Grapple beam is an item.
I remember when I was a kid, I saw Metroid Prime like when I was at GameStop. I remember I was just looking around like when I was a kid. GameStop was like the coolest place ever.
I saw the collection one time and I was like, oh, I should get that.
The collection's really cool. Dude, that's freaking awesome. Okay,
you just love that, don't you?
It's freaking okay. But they have like TVs in GameStop where you can like see a game. I saw they had like Metroid Prime footage.
Those are 5 enemies frozen into one. I'm sorry.
Right.
Keep going.
And it's like I'm pretty sure it was Metroid Prime as far as I remember. It probably was, but like. I remember seeing it, and I had no idea. It just looked like this really advanced game with like space weapons, and you saw through the view of the player's eyes. Because I was like, it just looks really cool. And then like, I remember like years later, I remember at Gavin's house, and he's playing Metroid Prime, and it's like, dude, I think I remember seeing this game.
Oh yeah, I can just
So cool.
freeze all these guys now, and they're no longer a
So you
problem.
can stand on any enemy as long as he's frozen.
Yes, without taking damage.
That's kind of cool.
I like how they just built that in. They were like, how should we captivate gamers? Let them stand on stuff that's ice cold. Well, I guess because you have the Vari suit, you can't really feel it because it protects from extreme temperatures.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if I remember right from playing the Wii version, secret.
How do you go in there?
Wave beam.
Alright.
I like how every solution we've had so far, it's like, how do you do a wave beam?
You gotta do like a different gun every time someone else attacks.
Oh! Like,
He didn't stand a chance. Like, he's freaking. And
could
done.
you imagine that every time that someone saw you, they were like, freeze! And you're like, oh!
You've had your drink. Now, I know.
That's enough for
Freeze.
you.
That's The Incredibles.
Yeah, I know. That's enough for you. Can I get your water?
thirsty. I'm just
Getting
getting a drink. That movie was so good though, because he had the ability to ice, but he had to have water in his system, and like being in that, like there was no moisture, so he had to like drink some of that water. Thirsty.
They tried to stop a bank robbery, but ended up making them look like the
yeah, I
robbers.
know.
And
Strobe light.
somewhere in here is a secret too.
Dude, have you played Duke Nukem Forever?
No.
Don't.
Like it was an instant don't.
That game is like, because there's a lot of people that are like, oh, Duke Nukem Forever is like such a bad game, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just like, maybe like I'll try playing it and I'll see like, is it legitimately? It kind of is. If you like compare it to Duke Nukem 3D, the old, and then Duke Nukem Forever came out like 12 years later, and it's basically like a Halo Call of Duty clone. You can only hold 2 weapons instead of like Duke Nukem 3D. You have like a full arsenal of weapons you could hold. It was just like,
What am I doing wrong here?
but it was still it was a pretty good game though, because you could like there's a lot of stuff to interact with in the game's world.
Alright, I need power bombs.
and it did have some really good parts, but
Power bomb is the only solution right
it's
now.
like don't expect it to be just like Duke Nukem 3D. But I think it was a pretty good game. It's just a lot. There's too much hype.
Bit angry that I need power bomb. Wait, I have the ice beam, so I can cheat and get some. Oh, no, wait, that's missiles. Sorry. But now I have the ice beam. I think I can cheat my way into some power bombs.
Right.
It ain't no wave beam.
Is Wave Beam like the most overpowered beam in the game?
Plasma. Actually, hyper.
Hyper Beam, like Mewtwo.
No, like. Great people.
I don't know. You've been playing a game, dude. It's what happens.
And whatever.
I have like no clue. Even if I started playing, like, what do I do? Give me the controller. Okay, Noah.
All I really need are power bombs, and I'm lost.
You don't know where they are. You forgot.
I forgot where the original power bomb scheme is, but I know a way to cheat for one set.
Cool. Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
I'm sorry. I'm killing myself.
Apologizing for killing. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Suicide isn't okay, but butt sex.
Okay. We're gonna do that now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just had that song stuck in my head,
Yeah.
and it was like, you know,
Yeah. I know.
slug plexes. Okay.
Dude, have you seen Bear in the Big Blue House? It's an old
I
show.
told you that. No.
Dude, it's such a good show. And I was little, so I couldn't comprehend sentences that well. So like, "Dude, can we watch Big Blue Bear in the Big Blue House?" But the show was called Bear in the Big Blue House, but I just called it the Big Blue Bear in the Big Blue House.
Like,
Because it just makes sense when you speak that sentence. It just sounds right.
like my shows when I was growing up were Cubics and like other stuff like that.
Cubics.
Yeah, I even have like a bag of, I'll show you a picture of Cubics if you want. It was like,
Just like, Barry, get a picture of Cubics on the screen. Just like,
Devin, get a picture of Cubics on the screen.
I might be able to do that. I don't know. If it didn't happen already, people watching, I'm sorry because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's a good looking picture of Cubics.
If there is one, but there probably
Hey! Dude.
What?
Dream Crusher.
Dream Crusher?
I just always wanted to like shout out to one of my favorite things.
What's Dream Crusher?
What's Dream Crusher? It's the application that you throw at your friends and it just demoralizes them.
Like Buzzkill?
Is that like an app? I could cheat my way into some super missiles, not like some missiles if you want. Like, alright, I can jump on this guy now.
I thought you said you could shoot your way from power bombs.
Either way. Oh, I think that. Yeah, but there might be power bombs here too. Oh yeah, there is.
You know what tastes really good dipped in Nutella? Everything.
I was gonna say, what isn't?
Uh-huh. More Nutella.
What makes Nutella better?
Just take like a little jar of Nutella and get a bigger jar of Nutella and just scoop the tiny one and the big one, just lick it.
Oh yeah, did I ever?
Dipping
I'm not
Nutella
gonna
in
say
Nutella.
did I ever tell you, but I'm gonna tell you something. There's a really unpopular scene in one of the Godzilla movies I have where Godzilla just like starts breathing out air and he starts flying backwards. No, he's like just
Okay.
across the screen. But it makes a
What was that Godzilla game you were talking about?
oh, Unleashed?
Yeah.
I
I think. I don't know if we have that one. I don't think we do.
dude, if you guys do, could I borrow it? I want to play it again.
I think it's for PS2.
Dang it. Well, then you have the Batra version, which has the other version of Mothra, which is pretty much the same character.
Well, hang on a second. I'm gonna check really quick.
Okay, well, he's out. I'll try and find the thing. Alright, I'm done. Alright, our timer is done, Dev. Alright, Devin, our timer is done.
What?
That's slow, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the game timer thing.
Alright.
Next episode, I'll find power bombs. And sorry, this one was a complete waste of everyone's time.
This is a good point to stop?
Yeah?
Okay. I don't know, because I know some games are just spots you like, you can't stop here. Alright.
You could stop anywhere in Super Metroid, pretty much.
Alright, next episode then.